Coming live from New Delhi, India is our guest this morning. Welcome to this very special edition of the KAJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts either through their industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. Before I move forward, may I please ask you to subscribe, follow, like, and comment on whichever platform you are watching or listening to this show on. And today we have Sachin Gupta CEO and whole-time director ShareIndia. And we talk to him on Algo Trading and the stock market. Welcome to the show, Sachin.
Hi, good morning, sir. Thank you for calling me on this show. I am feeling privileged to talk to you, especially on this subject, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and a very good morning to you too. So, Sachin, straightway we will talk about on the stock market, algo-based trading, which is such a big thing for people to understand now. So much of changes are happening in terms of tech and the financial markets. But first, tell us about your company, what you guys do, and what is your role there. What is your? I know about your great efforts for your company, but do share with us here.
Sir, actually, I'm the second generation into the company. The company was started by Mr. Parveen Gupta, who is MD of our company. He started this company in 1994 by taking first Delhi Stock Exchange membership, then followed by NSE membership, then followed by BSE membership. And we were into traditional retail broking earlier. What used to happen, like sub broking and through mediators. And I joined this business in 2002. So,
Yes.
as we all know, the stock market is an extremely dynamic world. So, you cannot relax and sit on your chair that, boss, now I am doing very good and it will keep on going like that the whole life. It's not the case. So, in same happened with Share India. Share India, our management had a certain vision. They keep on working on the vision and they keep on working on the changing environment. So in 2008, when markets were boiling, markets were at top, and public participation was at top. But that time, people don't know anything about technology. Even we can't believe that technology will come and play an important role in stock market. So when market busted in 2008, it was a bad bust when Lehman Brothers crisis happened all over world. So, but that time, sir, algos came into the picture. So, our management was first to jump for the algos. They, started exploring algo opportunities in 2008, June 2008, and they keep on working, keep on evolving. First few years were very, very tough. Cost was very heavy, infrastructure was very heavy. So we were initially we were a little bit reluctant to go hard on this, but the thought used to come that, boss, this is not possible. How can a system take over a person who is using his own brain for the trading? So this is not going to work. Like many other things, this will also fail. But eventually, slowly and gradually, algo trading, keep on growing, and the grip on the market was strong. And so Share India was also evolving around the algos. And in 2013, we came up with our in-house algos. The vision was that if we want to grow, we need to have our own strategies, our own algos, where we can have edge on the industry. So that what exactly happened in last 5-7 years. If you study a little bit about Share India's growth, so actual growth started happening after 2015. So when our
Right.
in-house algo started showing the results, so there were a lot of softwares available in the market. We used to trade on through these softwares, but once our product was out, then we started actually tasting the real growth. So now Share India proudly says a company of having 2,000 people attached to it as it's a family of 2,000 people, and we are growing now. We are based in Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, Punjab, lot of places. So recently, last 2 to 3 years were really good. Like market participation has grown up, especially after COVID. COVID was a very challenging period, and we saw means we saw the things which we earlier could not imagine. We could not imagine the person can trade in stock market using algos through their home. It actually happened. Means into March 2020 or April 2020, we actually worked on extremely skeleton staff, like hardly 10 people in the office. But it all happened. It actually gave us opportunities to the new growth areas, and we saw that company shows real big growth in last 2 years. And because the tech was the center of our thought, center of our execution, so using that tech, we were able to come out of this tough times, and we believe even further, Share India will keep on. We will be on toes. Will be. We should be the first one to catch the evolving times. We should be the first one to to understand the market scenarios, and will keep on changing as per the market requirement. And we believe that in coming years, technology is going to play a larger role, especially for the retailer sides where we are trying to enter by end of this year.
Right, right. Sachin, as you said, tech as the center of your activities. So,
Yes.
when everything was changing, the world was topsy-turvy, and 2008 crisis. So, how did this thought come about? Getting into algo trade-based trading, and giving the benefits to your subscribers or customers. How did this thought come in? This was a very new sort of a development for everybody.
Sir, actually, what happened in 2008 that before 2008, like December 2007 or January 2008, participation in stock market was means extremely high. We never seen that kind of participation. But
Right,
at that time, if I remember broadly, Nifty was at 6,000, and Nifty went down to 2,400 in a period of next 3 to 4 months. Correct?
right,
And people lost huge money in the market, and participation went down to, you can say, 30-35% compared to January 2008. So that dried up the market entirely. No volumes, no public, no brokerage, nothing was happening in the market. And suddenly, exchange came up with the new idea of algo trading. So as
okay,
a part of innovation, we means as I told that management was very forward looking. So we thought we should go for this idea and we should try this. Earlier reluctance was there because the cost of infrastructure was very high. As I said, business was going down, and you have to put money for the innovations. That was a very tough challenge at that time. But we are glad that Share India have had that courage, and we took that step. And then after 2008 or early 2009, we never look back. We keep on changing. We keep on exploring the new opportunities in terms of algos. And finally, in 2012, we decided that this market is going to be 100% based on tech. So this
right,
manual trading, all these things will be history in future. And but still, if you want a bigger share in algo trading, you need to have your own platform rather than using the market-based platform. So
right.
that time we started developing our own software, and we collaborated with Mr. Bhavya Arnab. He's our main tech guy, and he's MD of Algo Wire Technologies, which is a subsidiary of Share India. So he was a key person who developed all the products for the Share India as per our need.
Very good. Right. And that's a right thing to do, because technology is playing a big role, and it is going to play a big role with a lot of things. I've been talking to a couple of MIT guys also in the last week itself, and we're talking about data science, machine learning, and Web.3, how it's going to change everything, including the financial markets and the way people trade today. So, Sachin, coming back to algo-based trading itself, now let's talk about it from a common man's perspective. And before that, let me give that disclaimer that I don't hold any shares in. Forget about Share India, in no company at all. I don't do trading at all. This is just for the benefit of my subscribers, my viewers, my audience. all across, so that they can get a better idea of everything that that is prevalent today. So, talking about algo-based trading, can you talk from a layman's perspective what exactly it is? People use algorithms in every sphere of their life. Even when I'm on YouTube or any other system, we also talk about algorithms there. Can you talk it from a share market perspective for the common man to understand?
Sir, I tell you in a very simple and layman language. Algo is nothing but a process of simplifying your manual process. Like if you wash your clothes in a machine, that is an algo. Earlier,
Okay.
we used to wash the clothes by hand. Now machine is doing, that is an algo. Correct? So microwave is nothing but an algo. So every machine system, every process which makes every technique which makes your manual process easy is an algo. These days these small kids learn Rubik cube. You must have heard about Rubik
Yes.
cube.
Yes.
You cannot solve Rubik cube if you don't know the basic mathematics how to solve it. Correct? Those mathematic terms are algos. Nothing but algos. So algos are there in our world, in our day-to-day world, since the kid who starts their nursery class to to our greater lives, correct? So algo is a very simple word, simplifying your manual process. That's what is actually happening. And algo is everywhere in your life. You are using this YouTube channel. You are interviewing me, not physically, and you're sitting somewhere else. I'm sitting somewhere else. This is an algo, correct? This cannot happen without the use of technology. So the idea is that in what happened in stock market earlier we used to do algo trade, manual trading. Let us suppose in a layman's language, I want to trade in let us say Tata Steel, SBI, Reliance, 5-10 stocks in one go. So there was a delay. I have to pass an order to the dealer. Dealer will listen the order, then dealer will place my orders in different stocks as described by me. But what happened in Algo? You just define what you want to do, upload your file. System can place your order in 1,000 stocks, 100 stocks, whatever you want in one go. That what makes your life easier. That gives you, and that opens the door for a lot of opportunities for future. So like we were, let us suppose today we have a result of let's say 10 companies. I want to trade all the 10 companies at one go. Manually this is not possible. You need to have 10 different dealers to do that. But with algo system, you don't need to have any dealer. A one person can do all your or put all your orders in one go. So algo is a process of simplifying your trading. Correct. Then came the start. So algo is nothing. Algo don't have their own mind. Algo strategies are put by the person in the algo system. The algo will just execute that strategies. They have nothing to do with the strategy thinking part. Strategy thinking will always be done by the person who is sitting behind the machine. Machine will just do the execution part. So algo, what happened with the strategy part? Like in earlier days, we used to do different strategies, putting same stock in different exchanges. We used to try to encash that mispricing manually. But once the algo came, mispricing, encashing on those mispricing was far easy. Then complex strategies were, once the algos came into the picture, then we were able to do complex strategies like 3 leg orders at one go, 5 leg order in one go, 12 leg order in one go. So that was only possible once the algos were there. So you must have checked, sir. You are into this field. I am into this field. Lot of youngsters these days are adopting stock market as their profession. They are depending their bread and butter on stock market. Participation has gone up. Why this is happening? Earlier we used to say stock market trading is a speculative business. If you go to some layman, even these days, if you ask them, if a son says to father, "Okay, I would like to trade in stock market in future and option." In tier three cities or in lower side, they will say, "No, no, don't do this. This is speculative. You will, wiped out of your money or whatever." But these days, with algos, with participation is increasing, people have lot of opportunities to earn regular income from the market. So algo has made their life easier, but I personally believe algos are still, a buzzword, black box for the retail. Algo has been pictured like this, that algo is very tough. It is only made for big guys, for prop houses, for HNIs, not for retail. I need to have lot of knowledge for algos. Nothing like that. It's super easy. If you allow me, I can give you some examples in our
Yes,
company.
please. Yes, please.
Yeah. Sir, algo is so easy that you just set one strategy which you feel is profitable by back testing it, by forward testing it, or by whatever way, or by your own experience. You just come to us, we can code that strategy for you, we'll put that strategy live. Then you have to sit on the system and check whether your strategy is working fine as per your directions or not. That's it. Execution part, you are totally free. You can roam around, you can have a cup of coffee, you can do your own meeting, still your algos keep on working, correct? So you can track live M2M, you can track live margin, RMS, everything. What happened? This gives an opportunity for the people who are from the humble background, even some handicapped people, I tell you, to learn those algos and execute those algos in our company. So we have 12 deaf and dumb people in our company who are trading, means, since long in algos with us. Matlab, there are some people, there are some traders who are using these algo deaf and dumb since last 7 years. Then the number keep on increasing. As you know, first we were not believing that deaf people can use this. You just need to, tell them the logic behind the trade. They will they will they don't need speed, they don't need anything, just need to know how to run that algo. That's it. So gradually, cascading effect, there are 12 people with us. People from humble background, believe me, sir, all people like our guards, like our, maids working at home, like our milkman, like our, all people who are from extremely humble background, their kids are working in ShareIndia. They are doing very fine. There is no bottlenecks that you are not engineer, you are not MBA, you cannot do algo. Nothing like that. You are 12th pass, basic mathematics, basic calculations. You just need to have and right IQ and passion for a subject. You can definitely use algos for your career. So
Okay.
algos are so simple.
Okay. Okay. Sachin, tell me, how does this, you talk about that it brings about transparency in the system. A
Yes.
lot of people may have their own questions. How do you explain that to them? And how does this algorithm trading work for a person far away, say somebody in Assam? Some housewife in Assam wants to do some trading in the stock market through you people. How does that work?
I tell you one thing, sir. Sir, as I explained, we started algos in 2008, correct? And in later 2016, once our own platform was ready and we tasted some success, we know the nitty-gritties of the market and the algos. We started offering these algos or these platforms to our HNI clients.
Okay.
Now, at Share India, we do not have large number of retail with us, but we do have some extraordinary quality HNIs with us who
Right.
use these algos and made a lot of money on their own. Correct. So we help them with the technology, and their idea was to earn money using their own capital. We help them with the technology, infrastructure, and all. Now we have an ambition, like Share India tasted a success based on algo trading. Our HNI clients, our associates tasted some success, huge success using this technology. Then we decided, around a year back, why not to offer this technology to the retail people? Why the retailer should be, kept away from this sophisticated technology? And we can change the perception of the people about algos. We can help them on their bread and butter using these algos, as you explained. Dream of the company is that in next few years, every person who is having a mobile should be able to use algos from his mobile app. Correct?
Okay.
So shortly, Share India will come up, maybe in next 6 months to 8 months, will come up with infrastructure or a platform where we will be, providing some set of algos for the retailers, where
Great.
people can go check the strategy, backtest the strategy, backtest results will be there. Forward test. Forward test means like live simulation, where you will be having a live data, but you will not, the orders will not be going into the market. They will be for your reference, and you can see which algo is suiting your risk appetite nature. Once you selected your strategies, you can put your money based on your risk appetite, and system will work automatically. Again, we have to keep a check of the SEBI bylaws. Keeping those bylaws in mind, we have a dream of providing all the possible algos to the retailers, to the mobile app. So in next 6 months, we want, if a lawyer, a doctor, these days lot of doctors wants to put money in the market, lawyers and housewives, even students who want to trade in market but they don't have proper knowledge. Share India is a has a background of last 25 more than 25 years, so people can believe on us, people can rely on us. We'll provide them the right technology, right strategies. They can use our algos to earn their bread and butter, even if they are busy into their profession. A doctor is busy in his profession, still he can use algos and earn money based on his risk appetite.
Okay. So what I understand is you are going into, retail in the next 6 months. Is that right?
Yes, yes, 100% right.
Okay.
Bang
So
on.
people can access your infrastructure even from a mobile phone, and anybody can just get it.
Correct.
But what about the transparency system means issue that there is a question mark that this whole algorithm business is perhaps only for some of the bigger players, somebody who has perhaps there is a suspicion that some people can control the market through it, and people who are not having that same infrastructure may not be beneficial. Would you like to refute this sort of a understanding in the at the present?
Yeah, sure, sir. I think you have asked me the perfect question. I tell you one thing, sir. The perception has been created like that. Algos and this high-end technology. This technology is really costly. If I have invested, why should I share with general public? Why should I, share my technology to others? As far as sharing is concerned, we are a responsible company. We believe that this kind of technology, the euphoria created, around algos is, as you rightly said, is like this is, these algos can, control the market. This is for the big guys. A normal person like me who wants to invest 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, or 10 lakhs. This is not for me. I will be, losing money in the market. Again, this is lack of knowledge. I again tell you, algo is nothing but a simplifying process, simplifying your manual process. That's it. So we are having one of the best infrastructure required for the algos. And being a responsible company, we want larger public to use these algos. This will transform the, transform their thought process, their belief, and their way of trading in the market. So I personally believe, and everybody knows, and you also must be agreeing with me that nobody wants to, lose money in the market. If you are doing something, you are putting money there, you want to earn some money. Less or more is a
Right.
secondary question. So if we can provide them with the right technology, infrastructure will be provided by us. People cannot invest in the infrastructure. So what we are doing, we are putting a large infrastructure behind us, and front end we are coming up with the app. You just need to log into the app and access that app, put your money through your client account using that app, and there will be different strategies or algos listed on that app. Go check, backtest. Backtest will put, all the backtest will answer all your queries like transparency. Once you will backtest, you will come to know the results of the back testing. Then you can forward test. You can forward test and you can see which kind of strategy suits your risk appetite. So once you are comfortable with a certain strategy, you don't have to put any infrastructure yourself. You don't have to put any money for your infrastructure. Share India will do that. So our passion is we don't want these algos to be black box for the retailers. We want to take these algos to the hands of a common Indian, common public. This is the broader dream of the company. Sir, I tell you, look at the quantum of people are using Netflix, and all other OTTs, and giving monthly 650 or 700 rupees or something like that just to watch
Right, right,
movies.
right.
Look at the quantum. So what is this? Can you imagine that 10 years back that a certain OTT platforms will come and you will be watching movies on your phone? That was impossible. Same what I'm saying today seems to be impossible. But if I tell you I'm blessed, Sharindia is blessed to have the best of the team. Means all the team members are so hardworking, they are working tirelessly to create that backend infrastructure, and once we are ready with that, we will prove that using algos through your mobile is not a black box. If you can give money for Netflix, you can definitely spend some money to learn algos, to use algos through your app. So this will be a big revolution. I believe this is going to change the entire course of the market, especially for the retailers.
Right, right. Sachin, I just wanted to understand. There is so much. Algo is so much of a big topic. So much is happening with regards to data science, machine learning, and it's growing day by day. And all that thing has to come into your system. I will certainly ask about, you do a lot of social initiatives. I'll certainly ask that as my last question. But before that, I want to understand that with a lot of change in technology, and you people have already invested so much of money in technology upgradation and for this algo based trading, and you are obviously coming out for going for this retail foray. Web point 3.0 is coming up, and there is a lot of talk about a lot of changes will come in. How are you looking at that, in case I'm able to make sense of that web point? Right now we are in web point 2, and then web point 3 is coming, 3.0 is coming up. There is a talk that there will be a lot of change in technology. Has your company started preparing for that?
Sir, I tell you, as I explained that we are lucky enough that our management always had a vision that technology will has played a larger role in the past and will play even larger role in the future, especially for this business. But we are seeing that technology is evolving and playing a larger role even in our day-to-day life. Correct.
Right.
So, carrying that same vision forward, as I told you, we got associated with Bhavya Arnav in 2012, and recently we have acquired two tech companies. AlgoWire is a subsidiary. AlgoWire is looking after all the low latency products, all the products which are related to algos for HNIs and the ShareIndia itself and ShareIndia clients. AlgoWire is looking after those products, and believe me, they are one of the best in the industry. Secondly, we took majority share in U-Trade Technologies based in Chandigarh. U-Trade again is led by Mr. Kunal Nandwani. He's the MD, and Kunal has more than 10 years experience in the market. And U-Trade is having more than 90 tech professionals under their belt now. Again, all based in Chandigarh. And Algovar is having more than 25 professionals under their belt. So all put together, around 115 and some 10, 15 sharp tech guys in Share India itself, around 130, correct? 130, 140 tech people dedicatedly working for Share India. This is our biggest strength. This is helping us keep on evolving, keep on adapting the new changes, keep on innovating, keep on coming with the new products for ourselves, for our clients, and for the maybe public at large in coming future. So Again, as I explained, we believe in next 10 years we will not be traditional broking. There will not be a traditional broking house. Like Zerodha has changed the entire course of the market. Earlier in 2004-5, India Bulls did that. When India Bulls came, that time people were very conservative in our world. Then India Bulls came up with an open mind, they changed the world. Then Zerodha came up. Now I believe this will go further. All will be tech-based brokers, and we will be treated as an Netflix people. Will not be treated as a broker. Will be treated as, yes, I tell you, it will be a subscription-based business now. You give a content, you take the money. Simple. So vision is that. So to cater that vision, idea was simple, boss. You cannot do it yourself. You need to have a strongest possible tech, and that cannot be based on vendors. Skin should be in the game. Once your skin is in the game, then you are having a people who are working day and night for you. So what you are saying, yes, we are 100% prepared. We have a large dedicated tech team behind us. Whatever the new changes are coming in, we are adopting it as quick as possible. And your next question was CSR, your social
Yes,
initiatives
yes.
by the
Obviously, I
company.
would like to understand you people. See, as I
I
said, algorithm is so much there is to talk on that, and I will certainly like to have you again and again. We have already crossed
don't
31
anytime.
minutes, so I don't want to just stretch it. You are a very busy man. You got to go back into your business. So my last question for today is: you guys do a lot of CSR initiatives, social initiatives. Please, if you can share about that.
Sir, to explain that, I just want to go back a bit to the background of the company. So
Sure,
there
sure.
are two parts. One, two families. One family is based in Mumbai, correct? So Mr. Kamlesha is our MD, co-MD with Mr. Parveen Gupta. So one family is based in Delhi, one family is based in Mumbai. So all the people have come from extremely humble background, means hand to mouth situation, they have come to this level. I just want to tell, uh, there are exactly 23 people from the family, from the promoter's family, Mumbai, Delhi. They are only working for Share India. No personal work, no other initiatives, no vested interest, nothing. They all came to office by 9 o'clock, they go back by 6 o'clock just to work for the Share India. 23 people in a family, correct? So because we all came from very humble background, we know the pain, in the society. We get touched when we see that people are struggling in their day-to-day life. So three things I just want to put together. Like as I told you, we have 12 deaf people with us. Then we started the initiative that we want. See, giving food is is a one time effort. One time you can fulfill their aspirations, but giving education or making them knowledgeable to earn money is a lifetime thing you can do for them. So two initiatives we took earlier. One, the people who are serving in our lower category, like peons, like drivers, like all these people, we funded their kids' education from the scratch to their professional education. Some people are doing medical, some are doing engineering, whatever. So Share India is taking care of the education cost of the people who are associated with us, all the people from PN or guard category. So that helped them, the kids who are actually doing good, that helped them uplifting their life. Second, we are 100% open and we don't ask them questions. If their kid is 12th educated, we give them job right away in Share India if they are working with Share India. So as I told you, we have around 45 kids from all these family members, all these people, and they are doing fabulously good, fabulously good. So recently, Business Today has done some article on Share India on our social initiative based on this. Third, we started Ekal Vidyalayas in Gopalganj. See, Gopalganj is a district in Bihar,
Right,
and
right.
Gopalganj is a district, extremely poor area. every year there has to be a flood, and that is a man-made flood. Believe me, I am not going politically, so don't quote me like this. So there are floods, people are suffering, they don't know education. We started our first Ekal Vidyalaya, where now we have 137 kids. You know that convincing their parents, convincing kids to come to the school was the Hercules task. What we ensured them lunch in the school, we ensured them uniform. So just for the sake of lunch and for the sake of clothes, they joined the school. Only 25 kids joined the school initially. Now there is a queue of parents who want to meet our local people to they want their kids to join their school. Idea is make them understand the basic concepts of education from the scratch. Once they are at a certain level, then our local team try to attach them with the formal schooling. So they don't know what is schooling. They don't know ABC. They don't know nothing. So first school we opened in Gopalganj. We are planning to open at least two more schools this financial year.
Okay.
Then we are closely associated with the women college in Punjab. Again, extremely poor girls come there. We fund for the infrastructure of the college. We fund for the education of the girls who are from extremely poor background there in Punjab. So our focus is one, education of the poor people. Second, giving them jobs in our own organization. That's the whole idea.
Right. Right. Thank you, Sachinji, for sharing so much, in detail
Thank you,
about your
Ajay.
company, about the work you do, about algo-based trading, about the CSR activities, the social initiatives you are talking and you are doing. And there is so much to talk in this one session. It is very difficult to talk about so much.
Correct.
I just wanted to understand more about algorithm trading, and we'll surely try to catch up once again in the near future.
Sure.
Uh,
Nice talking to Ajayji. I'm grateful to you that you provided me
Thank
this
you. Thank you.
platform to talk about my company, to talk all the journey we have seen in Share India and what the algos are. And last quote from my side is, believe me, algo is nothing. Just remove this euphoria from your mind. And if our God helps us, if our dream come true, will definitely provide the algos on the mobiles guided by the SEBI bylaws, and that will change the course of the thought of the people about that. We'll try.
Great. Great. All the
Thank
best
you.
for your endeavors.
Thank you.
With this, it's a wrap on this edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining
Thank
in.
you very much.